Hi everyone, so today we are here in conversation with Dr. Pritee Saxena, who is the director of IBS Mumbai campus. We are here to discuss about the institution's journey so far and what the institute has to offer to the future MBA students. And certainly we will pick up those questions which students have in their head before they apply to IBS. Dr. Saxena, welcome on board.
Thank
and
you.
It's a pleasure to talk to you this afternoon.
Pleasure. Yeah.
So ma'am, the journey of IBS has shown a steady growth,
Right.
both with respect to the number of students who are doing MBA with you,
Right.
and certainly with respect to the quality of placements that you're offering.
Yes.
Right. So considering this, we want to understand the vision of the institution, IBS in India, and what are some of the key priorities which you want to keep to impact high-level career opportunities which you want to give to the IBS students.
Right. I would like to share the vision of the founder, Mr. Late Shri 𝐏𝐵𝐏𝐿. He started this entire education system at IBS with the idea of making quality, affordable education, easy access to the aspiring students, who found that management education was a little difficult and they wouldn't be able to leave their hometowns or perhaps, couldn't afford living in cities other than their homes. And that time he had this vision that, can I make education affordable along with quality, which in today, if I have to describe quality, then something that makes an impact in their lives. So more than quality, I will say that it is affordable education that creates an impact or creates opportunities for students to fulfill their career aspirations, career goals. And that has been the vision that drives the entire IBS system.
So amazing. Ma'am, can you share some lights on the faculty profiles at IBS? So there are two sets of business schools that I have possibly interacted with over the last couple of years.
Yes.
One who says that I want only PhDs to come to my campus and teach to the students. On the other hand, there are some set of business schools who say, okay, I'm okay to call all the practitioners, professionals who are basically the CXOs and take as many delivery sessions as possible for the students.
Yes.
So how does IBS differentiate with respect to the faculty pool what you engage?
See, we're very proud of our faculty quality. The faculty strength that today I have, we have almost, more than 60% of our faculty members are PhDs along with industry experience. So, many faculty members came from the industry and then pursued their doctoral studies. So today I have an excellent blend of PhD and industry exposure. We always believe that management education or business education needs to draw heavily from the corporate, from the industry, and that education is best when the faculty comes with industry exposure, and the scholarship of the academic rigor is something that comes from the research bent, and that comes from the doctoral studies and the PhDs. So almost, I won't be wrong if I say that 70% of my faculty members are PhD and come with industry experience.
So amazing. So it's a blend of both.
Yes.
People, and in fact, people who are PhDs may have the industry experience before they have pursued their PhD also. So amazing. Now let's take one of the most prominent questions which people have in their mind is the placement outcomes.
Yes.
Now, so how is the placement process governed in IBS is the first story that we want to understand. So is it more driven by the professionals or is it being governed by the student committees and the bodies? And then also if you can share some statistics with respect to the highest, mid and the median placements and share some idea about the ROI of IBS Mumbai campus.
All of us at IBS are so passionate about placements, because placements is what drives all the efforts and the attempts that are, or the initiatives that are taken at the campus level and even outside. We boast of having a 98% placement record. We strive that, we should place even the last student, even if that means that we may have to extend our placement cycle. We may have to get into something when the students are out, they have completed their academic course, they have completed their semester, and they have all gone back home. But if we come to know that there are 3 students yet to be placed, we will extend placements to them even if it is the month of March or April, and we have been successful there. The average CTC for IBS Mumbai last year has been 7.89 lakhs, and every year the objective is that can we up it? If not anything, the average should at least go up by at least 50,000 rupees or 75,000 rupees. And that is what keeps us looking for organizations who are increasing their pay packages, profiles that are in a different band. And also this happens because our students have been doing extremely well with the organizations where they are placed. So when they come back, we also have a negotiating power.
Yeah.
And we negotiate with them and we say that since our students have been doing so well, can you offer us a band higher than what you were giving earlier? We don't mind working on the students and preparing them for that higher band, but we would also want to get into the A+ category. Fortunately, the organizations have been listening to us. They do come year on year, they come, our regular recruiters, and they come with a higher package over what they had offered previously.
So amazing. I'm sure you manage one of the largest batch sizes in India.
Right.
So what are some of the challenges and the opportunities at the same time? From the opportunity side, I believe that it's a one-stop solution.
Yeah.
Whether the institute or let's say the corporate who is coming here for the placements have the opening in any part of India, they will get the best recruitment happening from IBS Mumbai.
Yes.
Right. So if you can share some idea about your personal challenges that you might have faced and the opportunities at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
When students come here for admission, they come to have a look at the campus, and when they see the student strength, the first thing that they ask is, how do you succeed in placing over 1,000 students? There would be so much of competition. There would be so much of preparation that would be required. For us, larger the batch, greater is the opportunity. So when I meet the organizations, I tell the organizations that we'll be able to offer you a much larger pool to choose from. Companies also look for, if they want to do a campus, they want to see more than 150 students appearing for a process. There are institutes where the entire strength is just 120, but when we tell them, that for this process, we will be able to place at least 200 students in front of you. They can run multiple processes to do the eliminations, to identify that right talent, which they feel is what they're looking for. If I just put some 40-50 students in front of them, they can't run all their, the elimination rounds of an aptitude test and a GD, and they'll be left with hardly 1 or 2 students to go for the PI stage. So when we say that we will put 150 students, 200 students, 300 students, the organizations also get that feel that yes, they'll be able to choose the right talent from a larger pool. Coming to preparing students for all this, we start identifying the students' aspirations, the student sentiments, which vary year on year. 1 year the students want companies only with higher package. They are not bothered about what is the profile, who's the organization, but package has to be very good. Some year they all come and say, no, we are only looking at consulting profiles. So these sentiments also change, and there are market forces. There have been influences, the media is influencing them, their internet connects, their alumni connects. That's also influencing them. So they come with some beliefs, some mindset. So we try to assess the sentiments of these students, in the beginning of the year. And we feel that if we understand those sentiments, our job becomes easier. If we start shepherding them accordingly, we start mapping the right organizations with their aspirations. Else, we will have to keep pushing them. We will have to keep on thronging all the time, that appear for this organization. But if we map them properly with the student sentiments, then the process is very smooth. Very, very transparent process. No student feels that there has been some kind of discrepancy, some discrimination, or ambiguity. So the induction, the placement induction will take them through placement guidelines. So it's a very, very systematic process, which I think now for the last 30 years that we are in this, we've perfected it so well. It's just that every year we need to understand what kind of sectors, which organizations that we need to cater to.
I believe there was also one collaboration with HDFC, which was called as HDFC Joint Certification Program on Placements.
Yeah.
Do you want to share some light on that?
So long back we initiated it with HDFC. We did that for a few years. And the latest that we have done is with Catholic Syrian Bank, and the gentleman's moved from HDFC, and so now we are doing it with that bank. And it's an amazing thing, that they come and take students from the first year for internships, and internship is like open to all in bulk. And then these students go through some classroom training even before they go for their internships.
Right.
Now, this training is done jointly by the professionals from the bank and by our own faculty members. The syllabus is pre-decided, the content is decided, who will take what number of hours, everything is planned, and this training starts almost 2 months prior to the internship. So they go through that module, then they go for the practical training while they are doing their internship. So they've got a good blend of the concepts, the theory, and then they are in the field implementing whatever they have learned. Basis that, the bank will do their assessments, evaluations, coach them, and then they roll out the pre-placement offers. So for us, it's an assured placement,
Actually.
Which is happening. So we know that, okay, if now I've got about 90 students going for this, I can expect a conversion to be anywhere about 30, 35, 50, it could be even more, And based on the students' willingness to accept the pre-placement offer, so it works out well for the organization as well as the institute, and I know that this is my assured conversion. So it gives me that kind of I would say I'm very sure that this volume is not gone anywhere.
No doubt. But there seems to be a good model, especially for the institution as well as for the organization.
Yes.
Do you see similar models may work out with the other companies also, and do you see any demand coming up with other companies, or you expect some demand to come up?
So now what has happened is we have entered into MOUs. Instead of calling it as a joint certification program, we have entered into MOUs with multiple companies. Now that MOUs, in that, we have all these things that we will give you the kind of talent that you're looking at. In turn, we also want, that the people from the industry should come and work on student development as well as faculty development. So, and this is done on a periodic basis. So today, if I want to train students in the logistics sector, I have an MOU with a company, who's into logistics. Now, the person from there will come and train my students. The first right of refusal given to them. So we'll run the internship program or the placement program with that organization. They'll have their pick, selected students. But they're also training the students for other organizations in a similar sector. So it helps me. Today I've got almost something like 6 such MOUs in different sectors. So I've got it in manufacturing, I've got it in a bank, I've got it in logistics, in an HR company, and also a marketing company. So all my specializations are taken care. And very rightfully we demand from them, and they also in turn, work towards the development of the student as well as the institute.
So amazing. Seems like a very good model to work in future also.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we now want to understand the alumni base of IBS Mumbai. Now, I'm sure there's a huge volume of people who are working all across the world.
Absolutely.
So could you share some of the profiles of people who are at the CXO level or the top management profiles? And how do they help with respect to grooming of the students who are currently with IBS Mumbai?
Yeah. So I'm very proud to say, that whenever we have traveled internationally, the first point of contact has been our alumni. And a place like Dubai alone has got something like 175 alumni from IBS. From Mumbai, there would be about 60 of them, and all other campuses put together. So whenever we host some kind of an alumni meet, I will have a good gathering, of the alumni coming there. Very happy to say that whether it is Australia, whether it is US, Canada, Dubai, yes, Singapore, we have got our students who are at, they are the CMOs, CFOs, CEOs, founders. So they've all gone and set up a company. Twimbit is one company in Singapore where there is a person from IBS Mumbai. There are students in in Link Group, which is in Sydney. The person there, QEB, again headed by IBS Mumbai alumnus. So I can name a list of, and the best is that now they want to give back to the institute.
Yeah.
So they will come for our convocation ceremony. They will come to hire students. So in Twimbit, we have placed about 7 students, this year, who are going to be placed in Singapore. So we feel so good, that now they have started sending their requirements to us, and they would hire the students. Wherever they are not able to hire, they at least come to take those preparatory sessions before the placement process happens. So we heavily draw upon the alumni strength. Today we have more than 70,000 alumni, and if we look at how many would be from Mumbai, I'm sure there would be about 30,000, 25 to 30,000 students.
That's one of the core strength for the institution has got. Very few schools apart from IBS will have that large capacity outside. All right, Dr. Saxena, it was a pleasure talking to you. We majorly got all the answers and the information that we were seeking at. In future, we'll do more such engagement sessions with the placement committee, students, faculty, so that we get the inside out information that the students are usually seeking from us.
Yes, I want that the students must come with full faith in the system and follow the kind of instructions that are given to them, and we assure that the kind of career start that they will have is going to be something that's going to make their families and them very proud.
So amazing. Thank you so much once again.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.